Good morning. Today we will study Ilvansang vow, second paragraph, and from fourth line to the end. Viewed as impermanence, it unfolds into infinite world. So today is January 26th. It is my second month anniversary since I came here, took office November 26th. So I stayed here so far because of the beauty of nature, because of the beautiful stars and moons and trees and skies and clouds and earth inspired me to live here and now in the moment. Especially last night, the full moon moving from eastern sky to the western sky, reminding me of a continuous turning of the earth and universe, and inspired me to look at my consistent turning of my life. So today is the sixth week of studying Ilvansang vow, and viewed as impermanence, Ilvansang unfolds into infinite world. So viewed as impermanent means everything and everyone are in the state of constant change. But this change does not take place just randomly or accidentally. So what is the logic of this changing reality? How? Based on what law or principle or logic do they change? Anyone give me a name? Cause and effect. Yeah, based on the natural law of cause and effect, everything is changing. Not just randomly, not just accidentally. If you see things happening in your life with the view and the wisdom of this law of cause and effect, you are a real practitioner. You are learning won-Buddhist philosophy. You are applying that teaching in your life. Changing reality of this impermanence takes place according to this logic, this law of cause and effect. So what is the process of cause and effect in the universe? So the universe is constantly changing, right? It has a specific process. It does not change randomly nor accidentally. How does it change? It must be some process of this changing universe. What is the process of a changing universe? How do they change? Look at your second paragraph. How do they change? How does the universe change? What is the process of changing? Cycles of formation, duration, decay, and void of universe. As a concrete example of our land, underneath this Won Dharma Center land, there is a gravel. If we are in debt and debt and debt, if we have to file bankruptcy, maybe it's time we can just develop this gravel and sell it. It's about $33 million gravel just sitting right here in the driveway, a long driveway here, which means it was a river once. While we built these 5 buildings, all the concrete cement, we used our sand. If you dig a few feet down here, there's a lot of sand and gravels. All the gravel we use coming from this land. All the sand for the concrete foundation from our land. Which means that sometime in the past, this was a river. So let's take an example of a river. River was forming in the beginning of this area. And then river was stayed as a river for a long, long time to collect that much of sand and gravel underneath of this land, underneath of that river at that time. And then decay took place and void took place, a void of a river. And then that river is a cycle, right? Death or void is not end. It's a cycling of something new, the land. So we built Won Dharma Center here. We use trails. We use this land of a bird sanctuary and beautiful meditation and eco park and farming. We will grow our organic food to eat. Whoever comes to the center and eat, we will eat organic food from now on. That is my vision. Not only creating eco park, I want to create an organic farm to feed the people who are coming here. So this is just a very simple example that universe is forming, cycle of forming, formation, duration, decay, and void, and taking something else, some other form. So that is universe changing in this view of impermanence. How about the human life? How about the all forms of life? How do they change? Is it random or accidental? Yeah, how do they change? It must have a logic and process to change. What are they? Birthing, we were born first, the birthing. Yeah, even today, somebody is birthing. Little baby, newborn babies are coming to the earth as birthing and aging. We are aging, and so many people are in the process of aging. And illness. When we got aging, our body was not like a youth or a childhood anymore. So the hormones is changing, all those things happening in our body. So illness is a part of human life. Don't resist it. This Buddha's understanding is a part of human life. So if illness is taking place in our body, which means that pay attention to your body, listen to your body, take care of it, nourish it. And then if you will live here like 80 years, or some people, lucky long people, 120 years, maybe in a few generations, 150 years, maybe 200 years, our future generation may live. But maybe we are in the range of 100 years, right? I am 59 years old, so I have 61 years to live on earth if I die an average age. So the death is coming. The final day is coming. So I'm preparing for it. After death is not the final. It's a cycling again. After death, new life begin after death. So begin again and again and again. You make eternal. So if you look at the next paragraph, the second paragraph, the other line says, how do we change? But we are taking birth. There's many different forms of birth, right? Even human beings, well-to-do family. Some guys, even today, getting born in the well-to-do family. Some babies be born as a very poor family. And why is it so? There are so many different levels of 1,000 and 100,000 million different levels of humanity. Why do they born into that specific family? What is the reason? What is the logic for that? Why do we born and do we meet our family, not other than somebody else's family? Why? Who made that decision? How? What is the logic of taking birth in that specific location with specific family, with a specific mom and dad and sibling? Why? How that it happened? Is it random or accidental? So look at the paragraph there. How? Why is that kind of change taking place like that? It is not random. It is not accidental, but there is some law, as Doug said, it's a law of cause and effect. So Sotaesan, with his compassionate wisdom, he said in different words, because you didn't get it. If you get it for the first paragraph or just the first line, he didn't have to explain like this. If you are a highly developed individual, just the one sentence, the first line, you all get it. But you didn't get it. So Sotaesan, with his compassion, tried to explain it. So how does it change? How? I cannot hear it.
When we use our minds, bodies.
So we are changing. Birth take place, aging take place, sickness take place, and death take place based on the way we use our minds and bodies in the four forms of birth. So what are the four forms of birth? Nobody asked about this, so you all know about it. So what are the four forms of birth? So birth, aging, and death, all of those are the four forms of birth going through their process according to how they use their mind and body. And now he's talking about four forms of birth. So what are they? What are the four forms of birth? Think about it. Birthing or birth or life on earth. So think of it. It must be four categories of coming into the being on earth. The birthing, four forms of birth. What are they? Since you didn't ask, you must know all of them. Yes.
Being born alive, being born in an egg, being born by spore, and life.
Thank you. Thank you. So four forms of birth means that four ways coming on earth, taking birth is that like mammals, like human beings, being as a baby born. Or second is egg born, like a chicken and duck. And third is moisture born, like a worm or fish. And the fourth one is being born through transformation, like a frog, like a butterfly. So this is a four forms of birth. So according to how we use our minds and bodies in the four forms of birth, we are transforming through what? 6 realms of existence. So again, nobody asked me about what are the 6 realms of existence. So because I delivered first talk about this, and nobody asked, so what are the 6 realms of existence? You must all know about it. What are they? Kai, maybe you can help them out. Right. Okay, so let's solve it together. 6 realms. So throw the word. What are the 6 realms? The lowest one we call what? Hell. The realm of hell, hellish condition. Okay, we solved the one. And second, animal. Yeah. Another realm is animal realm. And we solved 2. Anything else? Human form, yes, the realm of human beings, humans, and third, okay. What else? Some people believe that if they do the good job here, after they die, where do they go? Heaven. Yeah. And the 2 other realms are hungry ghosts, yes. And one more. Are there any good ghosts? Hungry ghost is evil ghost, right? Evil ghost, evil spirit. Are they good spirit? Yeah. So we call it asura. So this is the 6 realms of existence. This is all possible realm of existence in the universe. According to Buddhist cosmology, this is a Buddhist cosmology. If we understand these 6 realms of existence, we will have a wisdom, we will have inspiration, we will have motivation, we will have encouragement to tackle suffering and reduce and eliminate and end suffering in our life. And any dissatisfactory, any hunger, any thirst, we will end everything. In this life, you don't have to wait until you be born as a Pure Land and practice meditation, and then 500 years later, liberated. One Buddhist teaching, Sotaesang, out of his compassion, you can do it right here and right now if you understand these 6 realms of existence. So this is my key point here, that 6 realms of existence, according to Buddhist cosmology, is that really helping us to understand life, understand human life, especially human mind, psychological condition of each human being can be categorized into these 6 realms. According to Buddhist literature, we talk about the timeless and spaceless. There's no ending, no beginning. According to Buddhist understanding, everything in the universe is eternal because everything was happened in the past, yesterday, today for yesterday, many yesterday, unlimited rest today, and today, 26 is today, 27 is tomorrow will be today, 20 will be so eternal today. Because of this one, it's eternal, everything eternal. And in Buddhist calendar, we call it kalpa. One kalpa, Buddhist time, is in cosmology considered to be, one kalpa is 4,320,000 years. So you have a long-term perspective. That's why Diamond Sutra reminds us that our life here on earth, I quote, like a tiny drop of dew. Your life is like a tiny drop of dew or a bubble floating in a stream. Like a flash of a lightning in the summer cloud, or a flicking lamp, or illusion, or a phantom, or a dream. This teaching of Diamond Sutra encourages us to let go of your ego, let go of your attachment to yourself, to let go of your attachment to the past, of any injury, any conflict, any insecurity, any problem you experienced when you grew up. Let it go. That is a drop of dew. Your entire life is a drop of dew, right? If you live 100 years and compared to 4 million years ago with just one kalpa, it's aeons of kalpas we are talking about in Buddhist cosmology. So anything, delusion, anger, greed, all comes from your ego, your attachment to yourself. So let's talk about now Buddhist cosmology of 6 realms of existence in the universe. This 6 realms represent all possible states of existence, where we are, who we are, how we are, where we are, why we are, is driven by your own karma, your own action, your own intention, and your own reaction from the past. Some people say this one apply everything. Buddhism is a relative. You have to see the situation to apply many teachings of Buddhism. You cannot say these things to the suffering people or dying people. For the dying people, you really talk about this rebirth process. Oh, there is eternal future. Don't ever fear. Even though you die today, tomorrow morning, another new sun arising in the eastern sky. So your spirit coming back. Don't be panicked. It's not the end. you apply this teaching. For the karma or for the cause of and effect, this one really just applied to me to understand my life, to understand my problem, to understand my struggle, my challenge. It's very similar like Albert Einstein's theory of relativity. So each realm has a certain mind state. The teachings on the 6 realms helps us understand the risk and challenges of each mind state. It is a symbolic description of a condition's existence. It may inspire us to practice more meditation every single day if you understand this. You will purify your negative karma if you understand these 6 realms of existence and change your bad habit of cleansing defilements and delusion, and let go of ego and delusion, which originate from your attachment to yourself. So in won-buddhism, we emphasize this 6 realms existence as your psychological state of a human being. If you understand beyond that, that's great. If you don't understand beyond that, it's totally fine. Just understand this is 6 realms of a human psychological different stage or different state of mind. So first realm is heaven. Heaven is the world of a heavenly mind filled with pleasure, gratitude, delight, happiness, and defined by bliss and enjoyment. If your life is full of this, you are living in heaven. Your psychological state are in the heaven realm. The risk and challenges of this realm of a heavenly state is that being happy all the time and addicted to the pleasure, delight, happiness, and all this heavenly quality, and they forget to work toward helping humanity. So they're enjoying themselves. They're not helping other suffering people. So this is the risk of the heavenly mind. If you're just so content, so happy, all the time, have pleasure, delight, and they forget about those things to share with the rest of the humanity. This condition of heaven is impermanent. So listen carefully here. Buddhism talks about everything is impermanent, including heaven. Heaven is impermanent. Heavenly state, heavenly mind is impermanent. That this state will also change. If their good karma runs out, they are subject to birth in a lower realm. So where are you? Are you in the realm of heaven? Where are you? Second realm is the world of humans. The world of humans means that sometimes we are happy, sometimes we are sad. Sometimes we are laughing, sometimes we are crying. In human realm, it's half are suffering and half are happiness. So in human mind, in human realm of these 6 realms of existence have both good and evil in their mind. Our human existence is defined by our ability and free will to experience my state. It is the best place, even though it's half suffering, half happiness, best place for attaining enlightenment. Why? Why is it so? You think the heavenly state of mind will be best place to attain enlightenment, right? But because they are too content, too happy, too pleasurable, they forget to work toward the liberation. But second realm, the human realm, because of this suffering, because of this terrible challenge ahead of them, because of this experience of problems, it is just enough suffering they have to motivate them to seek liberation. So as a human being, we cultivate compassion and wisdom to free ourselves. In this world of human realm, we also have the most control of our own future because we have a very highly developed intellect in human body, because we can influence our own karma through our own action. So our present condition of wealth, social status, physical and psychological qualities is based on our own past karma, and our present choice will determine the quality of our future reality. So if we want a better future, happier future, we need to practice meditation. We need to grow in spirit, letting go of our past, letting go of our attachment to the past, letting go of internal struggle, internal conflict, internal insecurity before you project it onto others. So the quality of this human realm has doubt and curiosity. As human beings, we have a curiosity to learn, to know. At the same time, doubt it. I don't think so. You may think at this time, I don't think so. I don't agree with you. Doubt it. Long for something. This is a characteristic of a mindset of a human world. Are you in this human world? Where are you? Third realm of sixth existence is the world of Asura. This world is defined by jealousy and competition. They are powerful but vicious and quarrelsome, making trouble all the time because of the jealousy and competition. Whoever makes troubles and vicious and quarrelsome is this realm of Asura. In this state, their mindset is envy and a sense of a victimhood. So if you have a victimhood, sense of a victimhood in your mind, look at the human history. Because of the victimhood, we created such a trouble in humanity. So you are in this realm of Asura. This world is characterized by heightened paranoia. There are so many people in the world have this paranoia. Play a big role in human relationship. Everything is seen from a competitive point of view. If you do that, you are in this third realm of Asura. You are not in the human realm. Even you have a body of a human, but your mindset is Asura, spirit world. And these people, this group of people, never trust anyone. Asura are very powerful, but often evil beings, since they are driven by envy and greedy for power. This same quality can bring them into conflict. So competition, conflict, quarrelsome, evil, envious, and jealousy is a characteristic of the third realm. So where are you? Are you in this realm? Fourth realm of six realms of existence is animal world. Animal world, the mindset of an animal world is characteristic by stupidity, servitude, and ignorance. It is survival-oriented. There are so many people on earth are in this state of mind, survival-oriented with a little free will or choice. Animal mind is seen as a result of their past negative karma. They pay off it through suffering in this animal mind. Even though they have a human body, but they act like and live like animals. There are so many people who live like animal and having animal mind state, like that of an animal. A thought of a new possibility frightens them. They don't like anyone who suggests anything innovative. Those people are living in the realm of animal. Where are you? Are you living in the realm of animal? fifth realm is the world of hungry ghost. Thank you, Doug. This hungry ghost is a very interesting world. It's a lot of human beings living in this hungry ghost realm. This is the world of a dissatisfaction. The mindset has a never-ending unfulfilled desires or greed. Always being hungry. Even though they are billionaires, a little bit more. Right? They want a little bit more. This is a hungry mind, creates a lot of problems. Some people are in this hungry ghost realm, which is characterized by enormous craving, enormous starvation, because their craving is bigger than what they get. It doesn't matter how much they get, because their greed is much bigger than what they get. So their dissatisfaction, their greedy mind, their craving is enormous. People who live in this realm of hungry ghosts are described as tortured by hunger and thirst with a tiny, thin neck through which they can never eat or drink enough to satisfy themselves. So think about it. Anybody in your circle, in your family, in your workplace have this kind of a hungry ghost realm mind of state. So because of the tiny thin neck, no matter how much they drink, they never satisfy their thirst. Because a tiny thin neck, no matter how much they eat, they never satisfy their starvation. Their stomach is huge like this, and the neck is a very tiny, small, thin neck. So who are they? I hope none of you here are living in this realm of hunger ghost. But we could see a lot in our inner circle, family circle, friend circle, consumer-oriented society, selling product all the time and never satisfied. So this realm is described as a result of a greedy and cruelty in the past. So if they have a hungry ghost realm, if their mind is like a hungry ghost, it means the product of their past greedy mind and cruelty. So our suffering is psychological, since a hungry ghost state of mind remains in the place. And not only human beings who are living in hungry ghost mind state, but hungry ghosts themselves are existing, remaining in a place there where they cannot be seen by living, which brings a feeling of frustration, isolation, and hopelessness. So this is a mindset. If you have hopelessness, you feel isolation, if you feel frustration, this is a state of a hungry ghost. Some people get into a habitual pattern of becoming consumer-oriented, getting more and more, and a lot more, and a little more after you get a lot more. So, where are you? Are you living in this kind of a psychological state of mind? Sixth and last realm is hell. Hell is the lowest and the worst world. It's characterized by aggression and suffering and agony. This mind state of hell is defined by hatred, anger, and they identify all other people as their enemy. So we can see them, right? The concept of hell in Buddhism, though, is different from that of other religion or faith. Within Buddhist cosmology, even this state of hell is impermanence. It's good news, right? It should never be permanent. So even you are living in this state of hell with aggression, suffering, and agony, if you learn the lesson, you can change, you can move on to different higher realm. When negative karma has run out, burned down, you will be living in another realm, moving up to animal realm, moving up to human realm, moving up to heavenly realm, and so forth. Where are you? Which realm are you in your psychological development stage at this time?